Hey guys, welcome to your monthly reading. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, Taurus! Oh my goodness! All right, first thing to come through was the energy expulsion there. There was an energetic throwing out, okay, and it needs reeling back in perhaps, okay. This is interesting, little tours. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start with spellcasters. Oh, I hope you guys have been well. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Emotional output. All right. We've got Queen of Cups in the reverse. This normally talks about a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, though it may or may not apply. Feminine energy. Otherwise, we're talking about somebody, there's of emotional significance here, okay, and I just heard twisted transistor, all right, which could be a bit of a deal, all right, subject to truth, acknowledgement, willpower, and ego, perhaps. They could be involved. There could have been a destined event regarding this, but lo and behold, good tidings of great joy, which is positive, heart-based, heartfelt communication, right? So this could be someone going through significant challenges or obstacles regarding emotional levels. Someone is getting back on top of their game now. Well done. Great efforts, and something has been restored here. Willpower, maybe? Willpower. All right, we've got Five of Pentacles here, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this talks about feeling left out in the cold or financial poverty. It doesn't seem to be within its power, and we're coming out the other side a winner, apparently. All right, so that's a deal. Things might be dissipating now regarding, I'm hearing fortunate finances, fortunate alliances, things of that nature. Refusing to acknowledge one's either true purpose or true outgoing. There's something like that going on as well. We've got Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, which normally talks about work. Okay, for somebody here, positive finances are on the increase, apparently, but this is about putting work in, or a masterpiece. We've actually achieved this, put a lot of work in, and it's accomplished. Or we're talking about more work needs to be done on a certain situation, topic, and a topic of conversation as well. We've got Page of Cups here, which normally represents a reciprocation on emotional, the same fortuitive alliance. Okay, so however that's speaking to you, but there's some sort of emotional reciprocation. Balance has been restored for someone here, and it's pleasantries coming in. All right, pleasantries coming in. That's nice. We've got the Page of Pentacles here, which can represent a childish aspect of oneself, perhaps, but this can represent symbolic children, literal children. Page of Pentacles is normally Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, though it may or may not be involved. Small givings on a material level, such as handouts or payouts or something of that nature. Okay, we've got I was about to say injustice in the reverse. Okay, so it's justice in the reverse. So things might not be as good as what they seem. They're still saying things like fortunate finances, but there's some sort of holding back, or something's being held back for some reason, okay? So getting back on top of your game might be paramount. Inside job here for somebody. Now the wheel is turning in your favour here for somebody. For someone else, it could be time to move on, maybe. It's like it's got that real movement. No matter where this energy is coming from or where it's directed, there seems to be a bit of a movement happening here. Okay, movement happening. All right, so take... okay, I just said take flight, but it's about taking course in the right direction, right? We've got Three of Cups here, which is possible emotionally involved in some way, a retraction effort to be achieved, or timeout effort to be achieved here. This does talk about things such as social distancing, social gatherings, coming together with 3 or more people, a fun time out, whatever. And as an example, sorry, I shouldn't brush those things so quickly under the rug, right? But it's a deal, all right? So however that's speaking to you, it seems to be apparent. And we've got the Hanged Man here, which is the card of Pisces, right? Oh, this is Libra energy, and Libra may or may not be involved. Otherwise, we're talking about, symbolic Libran energy. This is the card of Pisces. If this is talking about a person, they seem to be within their power, regardless of situations or circumstances. Okay, that's really interesting. So there's a fortuitive alliance. Fortuitive alliance, which is two words combined, so it's fortune. And I just heard like a fame, fortune, like a recognition, okay, like a public recognition perhaps. And the so fortuitive could be involving, you know, you may have an inkling or something regarding that, okay? Now, the ability to be able to comprehend is paramount for somebody here. So rest and reconsider, okay, something which has come in or been presented to you, because this Hanged Man calls for a time out to come to a space of enlightenment or understanding regarding this situation, okay? So positive finances are on the way here for someone. We've got lackluster in approach is coming through, which I'm actually feeling that energy too. I'm feeling like my approach is lackluster right now, but the significance is lackluster in approach, okay? So we need to have a look at the way that we are approaching things. Maybe we could have done things better. That's a deal. And it's about output. It's about outgoing, okay? So, and they're still saying positive finances are on the way for someone. So that's cool. A blessing in disguise here for someone, which is quite interesting. So try not to take things to heart or take things personally. It's coming through, there's blessings incoming, all right? And a resounding influence or a resounding influence may be needed to be able to achieve, but I feel like that's kind of like incoming. It's either incoming or it's an inside job to be able to recognize these things. Okay, we've got look deeper in the reverse. If you need to take a time out to look deeper into things, okay? Could be a deal. Someone might be refusing to acknowledge a truth or a circumstance, or there's something. It's coming through as a public liability, maybe, something of that nature. Okay, so we need to look deeper into this and dive into it. We're only responsible for ourselves, and that's the way things go. And that song Albuquerque is coming through, okay? So Albuquerque by Weird Al Yankovic, it's a deal, all right? Things are changing here for someone. Good things are coming in. Good tidings of great joy, apparently. That's the lingo which is involved. Now, a whole stack of cards fell out, but when they fell out, I'm going to take the top two, all right? And I feel like they're separate, and we're just going to take the other three and keep them aside, okay? So we're going to deal with the two. All right. Oh, okay. We've got lack of confidence. Confidence is being restored here for someone. Well done. Getting back on top of your game with a sense of purpose, acknowledgement, knowing who you are as a person, and knowing that you're a good person. That's how it works. All right. But we may have lack of confidence regarding this. We may be struggling to either make ends meet or link things up, being able to figure things out. But they're still saying confidence is being restored. Confidence is being restored. With this learning experience, okay, that fell out in the reverse, hard times, and I did just hear challenging times ahead for someone here, okay, so that could be a deal, but that's life, and you know, it's about taking it in your stride, right? Take these things in your stride as they come up, all right, one step at a time, do the best that you can in every given circumstance, and that's all you can do, mate. They're still saying someone might be refusing to acknowledge a truth regarding this, or refusing to look deeper, like it's actually a deal. Okay, now there's nothing that can be done. If that's regarding someone else, there's nothing that can be done, all right? Personal responsibility is key. All right, but this learning experience in reverse, I feel that there's fear of the future here. There could be fear of the future. This learning experience, someone's coming out the other side a winner and has the capacity and ability to be able to achieve, learn, grow, and experience these things, and the not so nice aspects of oneself. Like, it's actually an inside job. Someone's doing a hell of a lot of work here, and we're coming out the other side a winner. I almost feel like one of those, horse commentators. I just saw, like, the box. I heard, like, the way I was talking, and then I saw the box of, the commentator up on the stand or whatever, and he's going, so-and-so is leading by a length and we're coming first. Yeah, it's just like unbelievable, right? So it could have that overall vibe, right? Things are getting going, right? Take your time and hurry up is actually coming through. Now, that could be a worry, fear and anxiety. Fears are being confronted here for someone, and well done, right? Well done. We've learnt the lesson. We're moving on, right? In confidence, and it's always coming through as glory, right? Glory be. I love this. I love it so much. Before I committed to this reading, recorrection, as I committed to this reading, I set my intention out to the universe for a good, positive, light-hearted, energetic reading with good sense of humour, right? So I'm hoping that this filters through. Oh my goodness, mate. We've got mother in reverse. Okay, we could be dealing with this energy. You could be the mother. You could be involved with a mother. However the hell this is speaking to you. Law-abiding citizens is coming through. So that could be involved in some way. I'm picking up on a heart chakra close off. There's some sort of pain here. This could be involved. All right. Not on top of our game, maybe, or someone might not be. Otherwise, we're talking about nurturing energy. Spirituality is in full force and progress, apparently. All right, so that's cool. We've got you found it in the reverse. Now, you two's plan, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, right? And that might be apparent, okay? But this is about taking everything in your stride, self-justification, self-actualization, being authentic to oneself too. All right, that could be a deal. All right, so let's have a look at these things. If this is talking to you, we may need to reconsider, rest and reconsider something, or look into something deeper. Okay, guys, we've got sweetness and love abounds, right? This can talk about personal sweetness, sweetness regarding a situation. I did just hear forgiveness as well. That could be a deal. There is a nurturing, heavy nurturing, mothering aspect here, which is beautiful. All right, that feels really, really good. I'm actually going to draw another card of this sweetness, okay? And they just said Piscean energy. So that's cool. Oh, that's so beautiful. It makes my heart burst. All right. Piscean energy. Bloody, it's nice. I love it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't even. It's like overwhelming with beautifulness. Okay, because this chick, right, I'm really feeling this energy, right? It's like almost surrounding and permeating, right? This chick is patting the deer and bucking the trend here for someone. Could be a deal, could be involved in some way, but knowing who you are as well, there seems to be some sort of cause for concern. But you know what? It's you're going about it the right way, apparently. Okay, so this is like encouragement from the other side here. Now, yeah, I really tapped into this energy. It's not even, it's like an antelope or a gazelle or something. And as I tapped into this sweetness energy, I could actually feel antelope spirit. Antelope spirit. I just saw an antelope, like an actual, they presented me with an antelope on the plains of, is it Africa? It looked like Africa. It's a deal. Wow, they're so beautiful. They're so cute. Oh my goodness, I'm getting overwhelmed, okay, guys? So this may be a deal. All right, so they're still saying keep your wits about you, okay, and use intelligence. And there's a recognition of prior learning here, okay? So we may have learned something from the past to not get caught up or swept away in a sense, all right? But this is so beautiful, and this is about harnessing this beautiful sweetness energy, okay? Because I just felt the patting, like, of the antelope, mate. It was so beautiful. Like, I could barely contain myself. My heart burst. All right, so that's gorgeous, okay? And I feel like they're saying it's acknowledgement of oneself and the sweetness within and the beauty within, the softness within. It's kind of got that symbology, okay? They're saying righting wrongs of the past with this one, and they're saying knowing that you are a good person, okay? So almost quit your shit, but it's a deal, okay? So it's self-acknowledgement of these beautiful aspects inside of oneself, right? Everything happens for a reason too, if you believe in that. Okay, we're going to do some intelligence may be needed regarding this situation. And it's almost like a detachment from the emotions or the emotional realms or states here to be able to procure good results by using intelligence, knowledge, logic, and wisdom. Okay, so that's a deal. Divine intervention here for somebody, okay? This is a big deal. Wow, the messages just keep on going. So divine intervention, restoring willpower balance. It could be ego or an egoic aspect. Confusing times, but either rest and reconsider or reassurance. There's something about reassurance here, okay? So in your own time, divine timing here, and there's some sort of willpower installed, okay, reinstalled with this one. But new beginnings, there's new beginnings connected to this, all right? Seeing the sun come up, right? And positive communication, all right? Exceptionality. This is so interesting, guys. So feel free to pause on this imagery and see what it is that you can pick up. There is a chess board type vibe there, all right? And I'm really picking up on that. Okay, it's a balancing of logic, intuition, strategy. You might have to put some sort of strategy in place, teamwork, or team efforts maybe to be achieved here. Shining a light upon a topic or an issue. We've got that finger of God kind of deal, which is coming through as a yod aspect. Okay, so if you don't know what a yod is in astrology, you can check that out. It's also Jewish as well, and it stands for the number 10. All right, so the endings of cycles. So it's a deal, okay? So look into these terminologies if you feel the need, okay? Reassurance is needed. Reassurance is key within a situation, but everything in divine timing, right? Lessons to be learned, detriments to be overcome. There could be some sort of bunkering or bunkering down aspect there. And they're also... Yeah, that's really actually quite interesting. So it's almost like a self-protection from... I'm picking up on a World War II vibe, guys, and this could be past life connected in some way, facing fears and clearing fears regarding these things, however it's speaking to you, all right? There might be a bit of hearsay under the covers or under the table deal, all right, that could be involved in some way. Keep your wits about you, all right, and a space of purity, love, and observance. Okay, things are never as they seem in a Mercury retrograde, guys, and change is apparent. Okay, so they're saying confusing times and confusing times ahead, possibly, all right, but the worst is over. Okay, just keep your wits about you for someone, and you're going to know if that's you. All right, and they're saying law-abiding citizens in reverse, okay, which normally means groups gathering, stuff like that, okay. Oh, mate, loneliness. Oh, my goodness. There's a psychic restoration which is occurring here, okay, with the loneliness. You may be fairly intuitive. You may need to take a time out regarding this, all right? But this is looking toward the future. If you can, I'm getting a sense of, well, I can't look towards the future. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's kind of speaking to me like these lenses are frosted up, okay? So let's look at this symbology, heavy vision symbology, guys. So taking the time out necessary, you could have been going through a symbolic winter as such, and I'm really getting that hibernation, whether it's literal or symbolic, but it's going within. Cedar trees are coming through, and I'm not sure why, but cedar, okay, could be a deal, could be a divine acknowledgement. There's some sort of sacred fire or sacred smoke. Cleanse, ground, and protect, please. It's coming through as sacred and life force energy, okay, that could be a deal. Elves or elven, there's something of significance there. Pagan, and the word worship as well, maybe of significance to somebody here. Christmas tree, Yuletide, I'm picking up on the log deal, religious significance here, overcoming obstacles and boundaries, and they're saying faith is restored, divine faith is restored. It could be an inner knowing or an inner faith here, knowing that seasons do change and there are winter patches, right? Boots, there's something about booting, booting aspect, right? Boots, putting on the, appropriate, it's being prepared, all right? So we put on boots and stuff when it's snowing, right? And it's a deal. It's to, it's for protection, self-protection. But this is about having, okay, they're saying learning experience in reverse, but having significant knowledge and understanding to be able to achieve good results, guys. All right, and there's some sort of cyclonic force field thing going on. I don't know what that is, but it's a magnetic restoration, which is apparent and happening here. Divine faith, all right, and willpower. We've got sailing. Oh, this is great. Okay, so sailing. Okay, first thing that's coming through is sailing, taking off into the future, distant horizons, maybe. Okay, but this almost feels like, okay, it's an accomplishment here for someone, but it's about future vision, and this is where we're going, this is where we're heading, and we're about to set sail. They're showing me the winds of change, okay, and they're changing, currents and stuff like that, and navigation by the stars and by the sea. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting symbology, because with like ships and how they sail with navigation, the tides are working in your favor, right? You set sail at high tide, or or whatever. I don't actually know the accuracy of that, but I'd say that'd be pretty close to high tide, and then that's when you set sail, right? And then it's like changing currents and stuff like that with different seasons and stuff. So it's coming almost through like divine timing, or now is the time to set sail sail or do something about something. Now, there's a Moroccan vibe here, and I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm seeing it's almost like a I'm seeing those temples like mosques and stuff like that. That's beautiful. I'm just like, wow, that's so gorgeous. There's a divine representation here, and it's beautiful. I'm actually seeing somebody in a mosque here doing their beautiful commitments to, you know, the divine, and their spiritual faith here, their faith. Faith is lacking here for someone, but that's okay. That's okay. You'll be back on your game soon, all right? And with hard times, it is challenging to keep the faith or keep the hope alive, all right? But this is so beautiful. I'm seeing coming together as one, okay? But I'm seeing it almost on a global level as well. Different beautiful, oh my goodness, different cultures coming together and being at peace. Like there's a perfect state of peace and balance. It's almost coming through like world peace, guys. Community living. Could be involved in some way, a supportive aspect in here, and good things come to those who wait. All right, that seems to be a bit of a jam there, or there could have been a bit of a jam. It's about getting out of the pickle or getting out of the jam, right? Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, the word Aladdin is coming through as well. Okay, so, and peace be on your journey is coming through regarding this. Okay, so may you find peace upon your journey. Okay, and they're still saying setting sail. Okay, all right, we're going to do some animals. All right, let's just mix it up a little bit. We're on 21 minutes, guys. This positive communication is incoming or outward. There's an outward bound thing as well. All right, which is interesting. We've got snake in reverse. Back to the future with this one. The future might be within the past regarding something, but this needs looking at, okay? Whatever situation or side of the fence you are on, have a look at these things and see. Just see how you go with these things. This can also mean this is evolution, okay? In the upright, things are moving forward. We're, you know, evolving and constantly evolving as a species and humanity as well. And I'm directly picking up on mind, okay? The mind, evolution of the mind, okay, and mankind. But this kind of calls for a bit of a time out, or there's maybe some sort of, the word is restoration, which is apparent, but not quite yet, okay? That could be a deal. Otherwise, we're talking about there could have been some sort of, I'm not going to say lack of evolution, because everybody's learning and growing, but it may feel this way, or you might be feeling this way regarding something, okay? So, and that feels like a burden, like I'm getting a heaviness around the third eye. It could be talking about future vision and setting sail, they're saying. Could be a deal. All right, so see how you go with that. Intelligence is needed. We've got the sea serpent in reverse. Normally this is a someone's refusing to accept something here, maybe, that times are changing or things are moving forward, okay? But the sea serpent talks about refusing to acknowledge one's truth. That could be involved as well. But, you know, cutting losses, cutting ties, things of that nature. Normally this is a big deal, massive cycle, guys. Things are wrapping up maybe, but they haven't just wrapped up yet. There's something else that needs to be put in place, and they're saying precision is key. Now with the spider talks about, okay, I'm hearing spinning a web of lies, okay, again, which came through the Capricorn video, all right. Now that could be on either end of the scale. It could be to do with you, to do with someone else. It could actually be a raw deal for someone here, or it could be just tales of significance. All right, so that's quite interesting. So get on top of that. See if there's anything you can do on the mental levels to be able to achieve something here. But the spider energy, this could be a cause for concern for someone as well. But the spider energy talks about getting a game plan in place, precision and accuracy to be able to achieve what it is to be able to either grab hold of or collect. It's I just said click and collect. Oh, mate, that's so funny. All right, so it could be a deal, all right? Weighing all these things up, formal intelligence or gaining some sort of understanding, education, intelligence, information technology. All right, it could be a deal. Oh, my goodness, we've got bad luck in the reverse here for someone, all right? Okay, so it's in the reverse. Okay, this by itself is bad luck, or a continuation of, like, it's been just a series of bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. They're saying things have changed, now get back on top of your game. All right, and then I heard the bad luck in reverse, okay, which is bad luck, which doesn't seem to be within its power for some reason. Now, something needs investigating on some level, all right? So look into this. If it's anything legal or legalities or paperwork, have a good look at this stuff, see where you stand. Legal firm is coming through, and having a sense of peace after we're feeling firm within a situation, okay, have anything to do with legalities. Now, peace be on your journey. May you find peace within this process of life. Times are changing here for someone. Times are changing. It's to do with approaching, a fast approach, cautiousness, lack of cautiousness seems to be a bit of a deal. We're actually going to pull another card off this, all right? See what's going on, where we're heading to for the future, and our personal goals and reference points. That's interesting. All right, I don't even know what that means, but that just came through. All right, we've got, okay, I just heard law-abiding citizens and law-abiding citizens in reverse. Okay, this is a tale of two cities, mate. So lo and behold, good tidings, a great joy, right? We got Fox here, which represents work. Intelligence is needed. This is Gemini energy for me personally, and putting a proactive plan in place, basically. So it's actually having that plan and following through with this. Okay, seems to be a bit of a deal. They're saying righting wrongs of the past here, and your chance to do something again to be able to achieve, right? And they just said hopes and dreams in reverse, right? So hopes and dreams which don't seem to be within their power for some reason. I'm picking up a upended relationship agreement or contract. They are saying Taurian energy could be involved regarding this, whether it's you or someone else. It's just the energy, right? They're saying stubbornness and the law of cause and effect, but I'm seeing someone here with the brave face on and taking a step forward, right? Now, take the time out necessary, they're saying. This might not be your jam. This might not be what it is you're trying to achieve, okay, because this is going to speak to everybody differently. So just take on board the messages which are for you and just discard the rest. It's coming through with legalities and lawsuits here, or some sort of official documentation, whether it's that extreme or not. Official documentation. We've got dragonfly here, right? And it's dragonfly in the reverse, taking off here for someone and never looking back. Okay, that's a deal. Past is over. Past is forgotten, maybe. That could be a deal as well. They're still saying law-abiding citizens and stuff like that. And this is my travel by aeroplane card, all right? And this really is a tale of two cities, all right? And especially to do with transportation, trips, travels, journeys. Okay, there could be a challenge, a hold up, a delay. It could be involving communication on the love levels, intimate levels, they're saying, or an emotional significance. Okay, so however that's speaking to you. They're saying best be on your journey, which is kind of coming through as a blessing, but it's also coming like a, I've kind of had enough of that as well. So that's interesting. They're still saying law-abiding citizens, guys. So we're going to get you some clarity, apparently. All right, hopefully. That's really funny. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, oh yes. All right, so I actually pulled up this energy, right? And we've got reward, right? And it's like, yes, we've achieved it. We've accomplished it, whatever the hell that we were trying to achieve here. It's paying off, guys. I'm just going to pick one off the top just because we've got, oh my goodness, we've got miracle in the reverse, right? And this is like a why? Now, something is on the back burner here. All right, for someone, the miracle in reverse is normally a catastrophe, right, or a disaster. Like disaster is struck and you're just like, what the hell? It's basically you're not able to tap into the loves, or you aren't able to see the good or the glory within something, right? And I just had morning glory and they actually showed me the flower. All right, so that's actually quite funny. Could be significant to someone's grandmother. There's a grandmother vibe here, okay? But anyway, getting back on track now. Let's go for it. All right, so something's been put on the back burner now. Time will tell of a resounding influence or a catastrophe avoided. Catastrophe avoided. Okay, so follow yourself. They're saying ego is a detriment though, but how you're feeling regarding your personal work and input within oneself, okay? And they're saying everybody is responsible for oneself. Everyone's responsible for oneself, but they're saying blessing in disguise with this one, right? So time will tell of good results, right? And it's going to pay off for someone here. It's going to bloody pay off. Forgiveness. Wow, guys. There's forgiveness. This is the card of Virgo. And I just heard Leo as well, which is actually quite interesting. It could be a mix of those energies, a mix up, a mix match, a miscommunication, maybe. Okay, could be a bit of a deal. Confusing times, they're saying. Confusing times, all right, and it's apparent, but forgiveness is necessary, or forgiveness is able to be achieved. It's coming through as no hard feelings as well. No hard feelings. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Okay, self-responsibility is coming through. I just saw something come into my field there and I didn't like the look of it. Okay, so I just had to take that necessary time out to remove that energy and come from a space of purity and love. Okay, and divine willpower, divine love is installed regarding this, apparently, for somebody here. This is amazing. You're amazing. Whoever this person is, you're really on top of your game. The self-esteem is involved too, and it's coming from a space of love. Okay, so we're getting on top of our game now. We may have had to, they're saying catastrophe avoided, but we may have had to take that time out for that removal of, say, a toxicity or a toxic energy or an influence. Okay, and it could be surrounding environmental influence, and they're saying surrounding environmental catastrophe as well, which kind of brings it back to, it couldn't mean anything, but it's almost coming back to, like, you know, our current global debacle type deal. But however that was speaking to you, but drop into a space of love and bring into balance any future worries or concerns. Okay, everything is okay. Everything is all good, right? And good things come to those who wait. And I'm really feeling that, all right? Vid's about to cut out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a positive message out of this reading. And there's love and light coming through, right? Which I'm just like, oh, but I actually just heard love and light. Okay, so there's love and light coming through this, all right? And it's like catastrophe avoided. But please take this love and light, all right? Whatever. I just got to go with the flow, mate. And it's like changing times. But all my love to you in a space of observance, peace, and acknowledgement here for someone as well. Okay, so namaste. I bow to you. Okay, this is sacred duty, sacred purpose, and thank you. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for me and your support. Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys later. See you.